Today on Sugar Spun Run, I'll be showing you how to make my favorite lemon bars. Hey Sugar Spun Bakers, Sam here, and today we are making the best lemon bars. These bars have a buttery, crisp shortbread crust. That's right, it does not get soggy, and it has a tart, smooth lemon curd topping. Now to get started, you'll want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to start by making our crust, and I'm going to be using my food processor to do this to make the job nice and easy. Let's combine 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1½ teaspoons of cornstarch, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just briefly pulse everything together until your ingredients are nicely combined. Next, you'll need 10 tablespoons of very cold unsalted butter. Cut this into small pieces and scatter it evenly over the top of your flour mixture. Now pulse this together until you have a mixture that resembles coarse crumbs. In a small bowl, we're going to combine 1 egg yolk, this is just the yolk, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I like to use a fork to just briefly scramble these together. Pour this evenly over your flour mixture, as evenly as you can. And we're going to pulse again until the mixture starts to clump together. So the mixture looks pretty crumbly at this point, but as you can see, if you press it together between your thumb and your fingers, it holds together, it clings together. So this is our shortbread crust. I'm going to be transferring this to a 9x9 baking dish that I've lined with parchment paper. When making lemon curd, it's really important that that lemon layer does not touch any aluminum. So do not use aluminum foil when making this, and don't bake your lemon bars directly in an aluminum baking pan. If you do, what will happen is the taste can get affected and become a little too metallic, and it can even change the color of your lemon topping. Pour this into your prepared baking pan. You could use your hands to evenly spread this into the bottom of the pan, but one trick I like to do to make it easy is to just spread it out with my hands first, loosely, and then take a piece of wax paper, flatten it with my hands, and then use the back of a spoon for a nice even crust. Take this over to your 325 degree Fahrenheit oven, where for a nice crisp crust, you're going to want to make sure you bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the edges are turning a nice light golden brown. While that crust is cooking, you're going to want to start preparing your lemon topping. Now, unlike many recipes, I prepare mine over on the stovetop, so you're going to want to grab a medium-sized saucepan. To make lemon bars with a nice crisp crust, I prefer to cook the lemon topping separately. This keeps it from soaking into the crust and making it soggy, which is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to lemon bars. Now in this saucepan, we're going to combine 2 large whole eggs and 4 additional egg yolks. Add 1 cup of granulated sugar, just an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and most importantly, 1/2 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Whisk these ingredients together until they're nicely combined. And then we'll add 1/2 cup or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Turn your stovetop heat to medium-low, and you're going to want to whisk constantly until the butter is melted and the mixture is thickened. After a couple minutes, your mixture should be thickened, and if you dip a spoon in it, as you can see, it coats the back of the spoon. And another test you can do is just run your finger to leave a trail through that curd, and if it doesn't fall back in on itself and recover that spoon, then you're good to go. Always run your lemon curd through a strainer before using, that way if any bits of the egg have cooked or if there are any seeds from your lemons, those will all be caught and they won't end up in your lemon topping. At this point, your lemon curd topping is finished and your crust should be coming out of the oven just about now. I like to pierce mine all over, just sticking the fork about halfway into the crust before I go any further. And then just evenly pour this curd over your crust. Now this is going to need to go back into our 325 degree Fahrenheit preheated oven, where it will need to cook for about another 5 to 10 minutes. It's just going to help those egg yolks bind back together and keep the curd from running everywhere when you cut into it. You can see there's still a little bit of a jiggle in the center, but it's mostly set. You want to let those lemon bars cool completely, at least for 2 hours before serving. If you're like me, you might even prefer them chilled rather than at room temperature. These have cooled completely, so they're just about ready to serve, but as you probably know, no lemon bar is complete without a generous sprinkling of powdered sugar. I don't know about you, but my mouth is watering just thinking about these, so let's go ahead and dig in. And this crust is nice and crisp, so it's going to give you a little bit of resistance, which is exactly what you want. And there you have it, crisp, buttery shortbread crust and that tart lemon curd topping. I'm so excited for you guys to try this recipe, especially if you're like me and are tired of those mushy bottoms that so many lemon bars have. Thank you guys so much for watching today's recipe, and I can't wait to hear how you like this one. I'll see you next time. So good.